Hi everybody, welcome. Hi everybody, welcome to the Virtual Village Hall. Welcome to Men's Health Week and welcome to me. Basically, I'm Koen from the 500 Calorie Kitchen. I'm also a personal trainer and I'm going to show you a really lovely, tasty, zingy, summery lunch, dinner, doesn't matter, that sort of is full of nutrients that really will help you. There's a bit of salmon in there, good protein, and yeah. So whilst I'm talking, I might as well get started straight away. Okay, so I've got a piece of salmon here. It's about 100 grams. Salmon's really good for you, good for the brain. Lots of omega-3 and 6, fantastic, and lots of good protein as well. And we're going to chop a little. I'm going to make a little marinade. So to do that, I've got some chili and some ginger. So I'm going to chop a little bit of ginger up and some chili, and then we're going to put that into the marinade. So I just chop it quite finely. That's it. If you worry about your knife skills, you can always use a little sort of food processor to put it in, you know. But wait, I'll just move that so you can see it. But otherwise, just chop it with your knife. You don't have to go too small, but I like it quite little dice of it. So, like this, some ginger and some chili. And then, so go across, so it's quite fine. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to put that in a little cup. Just put it all in there. Love a bit of ginger, really good for you as well. Lots of good nutrients for that. Okay, so, and we're going to add a little bit of honey and some soy sauce, so more flavor to it. So this is some local honey that I got, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of it. There you go. And I'm also going to add some soy sauce, also a teaspoon. That's it. And then mix it all together. Like so. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to make that marinade. We're going to use some of it for the dressing, but we're also going to use some of it to marinate the salmon. Okay, so I've got a nice piece of salmon here, lovely, lovely salmon fillet, and all I'm going to do is spoon the honey and the ginger and chili over only half of it. I don't need all of it. So that's like so. Okay, so there you go. Now, what you'll do is, whilst you're preparing all your other stuff, just put that in your fridge and the salmon will soak up some of the marinade and that will bring some extra flavor to it. So that's what you want to do. I've already made one extra, so you'll see it in a bit later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to either pan fry it or you can put it in the oven. And I've got an air fryer. You can do it in the air fryer as well if you want to, which I've done mine into, and you just put it in there and it sort of sears and makes it really lovely and crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Okay, so whilst we're marinating the salmon, put that to one side. We're also going to make a little noodle salad. Very easy to do. All you got to do is sort of like get some noodles, lots of veg, fantastic. So for that, I've got some broccoli, green veg, very, very good, high in nutrients. Okay, good for the brain as well. Now, if you're feeling a little bit down, a lot of the time people tend to go for sort of comfort foods, chocolate, biscuits and stuff like that, but it actually doesn't give you the sort of nutrients that you want and you feel even more down. Actually, the opposite is better. So you got to go for something that's very high in nutrients, makes you feel a lot better. So it's often a hard thing to do, I know myself, because it's so easy to go to the biscuit tin, but actually when you eat something that's very high in nutrients, it's a lot better for you, and you feel so much more invigorated, and you feel a little bit more, it puts a smile on your face. Okay, so the broccoli, we're just going to go, we'll just blanch it in some boiling water. So I'm going to turn on my cooker. So, and all I'm going to do is put some water in there. I've boiled some water already to make it quicker. There you go. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. So what that does is, it keeps the vegetables nice and green as well, just adding a little bit of salt to your water, and it also cooks it quicker. Okay, so that's really important, and it gives a little bit of extra flavour as well. You don't have to put loads of salt in, just a little bit is fine enough. And already it's starting to cook. So I'm just going to put that in there. That's very good. So lots and lots of greens. You can use other greens as well if you want to. You can use some spinach, some green beans, fantastic. So green vegetables are very, very good for you. They've got so many good nutrients in there. So if you want to make a really lovely salad, put always a little bit of green veg in there, and it gives that crispiness as well. So while still cooking this, I've already done some noodles which I've soaked. So the easiest thing to do with noodles is take a dry piece of sort of packet of noodles, put it in a bowl like this, pour some boiling water over it, leave it to soak for about 3 to 4 minutes. Once it sort of comes loose, drain it and then put some cold water into it. So then the noodles will sort of soften up, and then drain it again, and then you've got this. And then you can make a salad. Now the dish I'm showing to you is obviously a salad, so it's cold, but you can have it hot as well. Okay, but that's more like a stir fry. So my broccoli is already boiling. I'll turn it down a little bit there. Okay, so whilst my broccoli is boiling, we're going to add some more veg. We're going to add some more veg, and I've got some lovely cucumber and some carrots as well. Now I'm going to cut it in some matchsticks because I think it's quite nice, because you got that sort of similar to the noodles, so then the matchsticks sort of stick out. Now obviously if you don't feel like cutting it yourself, you just you can grate it, you can just chop it however you want it. But I like to do the little chefy thing and then cut it into little matchsticks. So to do that, I'm going to slice it first, like so. In the meantime, my broccoli, I think, is ready. So only a couple of minutes. You want to keep that green, you want to keep a little bit of that bite. I'm going to turn it off now, and I'm going to drain it. Okay? So, that's it. And now I'm going to put some cold water in my pan. And then put the broccoli in there. So you cool down the broccoli really quickly, and it keeps that nice green colour. So it's cold water in there. We're going to do it again in a minute just to cool it down even more. Okay, I don't need this anymore. So here we've got some sliced broccoli, sliced cucumber. Mistake there. Okay, and then all you do is sort of chop it in some matchsticks. And it will look really, really pretty with the noodles. And also you got that green as well, which is fantastic. Because you want to obviously have a bit of contrast in your meals, a bit of contrast sort of colours. And that's the thing with vegetables. They've got all that lovely colour, and they give you that sort of appetite that you want to eat it. Okay, so lovely. So always make sure you put lots and lots of veg in your food. Very good for you, and it gives that sort of crunch as well. It's sort of giving you that, the nutrients, anything that you want. So there you go. So I'm trying to sort of inspire people to eat a little bit more veg all the time. I tell my clients, they often ask me for recipes, ideas. So I say, right, try this, try that. And this is what I'm showing you as well. So just put it in a bowl. You see, lots and lots of veg. This is actually just for one person. So you fill yourself up with veg. Okay, now we'll do the same with a carrot. So one carrot. Okay, so again, the same thing, just slice it. Similar, if you don't want to mess about with all that slicing, you could just cut it however you want it. It's fine. As long as you put it in there, that's fine. Okay. And again, it gives that nice crunch, good colour, bit of orange, fantastic. Really good for the flavouring. So when you sort of watch all these colours in your meal, you think, oh, that looks lovely already. So, there you go. Yes, and you can make this, and you can actually, if you want to, you can, if you're sort of working away from home, you can actually make it the night before, put it in your fridge, and take it with you to work. Now, make sure you keep it in the fridge, especially in this type of weather, because it's very hot outside. But it's a really lovely lunch, and then you don't have to go to the supermarket to buy a meal deal. You know, you can have your lovely lunch with you. There you go. Okay, so we've got the vegetables already cut. We've got the broccoli. I'm going to drain it again to make it a little bit cooler. Okay. So put some cold water on again. Okay. And that's it. Right. So now we're going to make a little dressing. So I've got some leftover marinade. So the first bit went onto the salmon, but now I'm going to make a bit of an extra dressing with that. So for that I need some lime. So that's the zingy part. Okay, these flavours are amazing. It is a little bit sort of what you could call Southeast Asian flavours in there, but it works really well. Just let your inspiration go. You know, you can make anything really. Cooking is a bit like painting. Doesn't matter, you just try different things, and if it works, it works. It's fantastic. You know, as long as it works for you, it's great. So, we've got some, so we put that in the rest of that marinade, and I'm also going to use a little bit of sesame oil. Again, it's got that sort of really strong smell, but it's fantastic, and it gives that really good flavour off as well. Okay, so half a teaspoon of that, and we'll mix that up. Okay, and that's it really. So then you've got all your ingredients already. We're just going to show you how to finish it off now. So it's straightforward. So I've cooked mine in the air fryer, but if you want to pan fry it, you can. Just make sure your pan's really hot. Put a tiny little bit of oil in there and then pan fry your salmon. If you find it too fussy, you can always put it on a tray, some non-stick paper in the oven. Turn your oven on for about 180, 190, even 200 degrees Celsius in a fan oven, and put it in there 10 minutes, but probably be enough. And it will sort of crisp up on the outside, it'll be nice and soft on the inside. Okay, and otherwise, you can always wrap it up in some silver foil, you know, or some non-stick paper, and again, cook it in the oven, and then it's a little bit more steamed. Right, so we're going to put everything together now. So for that, you take a big bowl, and we're going to put quite a lot of this dressing in. Actually, we'll put it all in. There you go. like so. Okay, so that's quite a lot of the dressing. That's for one person because you want a lot of flavour. And you got that ginger, that chilli coming through. Fantastic. Okay, I can smell the sesame oil as well. It was really good. Okay, so then we're going to put the noodles in. Okay, so there you go. And I'm going to drain the broccoli. Just put it on the side whilst it's draining away. And I'm going to add some of this veg. I'll probably add quite a lot. Just put it all in there, the carrots and the cucumber, absolutely amazing. And the broccoli. Okay. That's it. So you want some crunch, you want some flavour. So now we're going to mix it all together. Just using a spoon. So we're going to coat everything in the dressing. You know, the sort of, you still got a little bit of the honey, the sweetness. Fantastic. So if you want to put some mange tout in, you can do. Mange tout is quite good for you as well. Some spinach, I've already mentioned that. So you can just use your own imagination. You know, if you don't really particularly like some ginger and chili and stuff, you can put other flavours in as well. It doesn't matter. Or you can make like a little pasta salad similar to this. Rather than the noodles, you can cook some pasta and some veg as well. Similar. Okay. So that's it. So that's a really good portion there. So now I'm going to show you how to plate it. And I'm going to also add a bit of garnish. For that, I've got some sesame seeds. Okay. Now I've toasted them. Very simple to do. All you've got to do is put some sesame seeds in a pan on the heat, cook them for a couple of minutes and they will toast very quickly. Keep an eye on them because they burn quite quickly. So at first they seem to very slow, but you've got to keep an eye on it and stir them. Once you feel like they've sort of got that little sort of golden brown, take them off straight away, put them in a little dish like this and then just let them cool off. Okay, and we've also got a little bit of spring onion which I'm going to chop as well. So that we're going to use as a garnish as well. You want to make it nice and pretty. So. That's it. So slice some spring onion. Okay. There you go. So we've got the plate. Okay, so a nice bowl, and now we're going to start plating. So the first thing we're going to do is put the noodle salad on top. So lots and lots of noodles. And all this is just under 500 calories, because that's obviously what I do. I try to keep the meals under 500 calories, which is really important. There's a recipe underneath this video actually, so you'll see it. So lots and lots of veg, because what you want to be full, you know, for your lunch, for your sort of supper. You know, you want to make sure that you feel really full, but you want to feel full with some really good, nutritious food. Okay, so that's to the side. Now we're going to use, so in the air fryer, I don't know if you can see it, I might come a little bit closer. So I put it in there. So all I did was put the salmon, I marinated in the air fryer, and it's got a lovely crust on top, which is what you want. You don't want to cook it too long. Okay, when I do the air fryer bit, I cook it a little bit less than normal. I'll probably cook it for about 6 to 8 minutes, because you want there's softness inside still. You don't want to overcook it. Okay, I hope I can get it out. And that's it. So I'll put a piece on top. I have to do it in 2 pieces. Should be okay. That's it. Looks lovely. Really, really nice. Now we're going to finish it off. I'm going to put the spring onion on top. Some extra garnish. And we're also going to put some sesame seeds on top of that. So just do a teaspoon of those. Just sprinkle them over. I might do a tiny bit extra. Fantastic. And there you have it. A really lovely, zingy, marinated salmon, fillet salmon with some noodle salads. Really nutritious, really good for you, good for your brain, good for the body, and it sort of makes you feel a lot better, puts a smile on your face, makes you feel sunny. And if you want to give it a go, have a go and try it yourself. I hope I really inspired you. I'm going to show it a bit closer. 1 second. I'll take some pictures as well so you can see it. Oh, it's fallen over. 1 second. I'll put it back on. Sorry about that. And then, there you go. Done it. And that's it. I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, and go on to the 500 Calorie Kitchen as well on my Facebook page. You'll see some more recipes, and hopefully that will inspire you as well. Have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.